Hey guys, welcome back. Today's Wednesday. I'm doing some dishes. My kids are already in bed, so I'm just doing my kitchen shutdown. And I just had some things on my mind that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about. And oh, there's my boy. He's supposed to be in bed. He's not, apparently. And my dogs are going wild. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I've been seeing for the last year and a half, 2 years roughly. And I think other people are starting to see it now. And it's starting to come out. I see it a lot everywhere. And I read a book last summer called The Opto Family. I can't remember the author. I do have it on my bookshelf because it was a really eye-opening book and I wanted to keep it because I am going to reference it again. I will be reading it over again. You ever have books like that where you love them so much that you gotta keep them because you know you're gonna read them again. They're gonna be a multiple read. So I got this book and I read it. It's called The Opto Family. And that started a bit of a journey for me. I ended up, after reading that book, my husband and I had a huge long discussion about it. And we got rid of our cell phones. And we went with just home internet and a landline. And that's still all we have now. I have, like this cell phone that I'm using to record my videos, but it's not on a network. It is just strictly a Wi-Fi cell phone. What I found through that experiment of turning off the digital world is so much peace and so much quiet. And I've come to realize something. I've come to realize that so many people are suffering from what I am calling, I don't know what anybody else calls it, but I call it information overload. A friend of mine, a couple of weeks ago, she literally disappeared off the face of the planet, and she's part of our village, part of our homeschooling community, part of our Bible study community, and she just disappeared. And we're like, what is going on? Well, I live down the street from her, so I walked down to her street after about 24 hours of not hearing from her. I walked down the street and I knocked on her door and I said, hey, what's going on? I was so happy to see her alive and well and all of her kids are fine and she's happy. And I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I'm so tired. I put my phone away because I don't want to hear it. I'm just so tired of hearing it. I'm tired of being available, all the time, and I just needed a break. I was like, yeah, sounds good. No problem. I said, do me a favor, the next time you want to do that, can you at least just tell us? So it's all good. She's fine. And she enjoyed her break. She's back on now, but she enjoyed her break. And I know that she learned quite a bit from it. And I will say that when we were, without cell phones and all of that, we also really enjoyed it. To be honest with you, I really miss it. And I've been thinking a lot about it recently. You know, it's this information overload. You wake up in the morning, and the first thing you do is you grab your phone and you start checking your emails. You start checking your Facebook notifications. You start checking all those things. And then, you know, all of a sudden an hour has gone by and you're late for work, or, you know, your kids are going crazy, or, you know, whatever it might be. And you're just tired all of a sudden. You slept all night and you can't figure out why you're so dang tired, you know. Whatever the case might be, whatever it looks like for you, you know, I call it information overload. Put the phone down, people. You know, life is hard enough as it is, and our brains are not wired to be constantly reading the news, to be constantly inundated with information. And even if you're like doom scrolling on Facebook because you're taking an afternoon break, or whatever the case might be, our brains can't handle it. We're not made for that. So, here's my Bruno in my laundry basket with my clean clothes, chewing my clothes. You wild child. So, that's what I wanted to come on and talk about today, is information overload. And why it's not good for us. Why we can't do this. We need to turn off our phones. We need to refocus on our families, on our pets, and on our peace and well-being. That's what it really comes down to. We need peace in our lives. And when we're constantly bringing in all of this information through our phones, whether it be text messaging, email, social media is the worst time waster. That's not new information. Everybody knows that. And we're just not meant to be like that. And I think a lot of people are starting to see it now. I'm going to grab that book. I'll show you that book. It is called The Opt-Out Family. Amazing, amazing book. It was one that most definitely, if you are interested in, again, it's backwards. Let me turn my camera around. I'll show you. The Opt-Out Family. How to give your kids what technology can't. Aaron Lochner. Yeah. To really check it out. I found it on Amazon. I think it was $15. But this is a really good lead into, it gives you a lot of good reasons why we need to take this step back from the digital world. But if I could encourage you today, if you can't buy the book, that's fine. Maybe, just maybe, you can take a 24-hour break from technology. I challenge you. 24 hours. Turn off your phone. Turn off your emails. Just enjoy your peace. That's it for today, guys. That's all I got. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I do apologize for my puppy's rowdiness. It is their wild child time of the night. Before we go to bed, playing with their fox. So yes, that's it for tonight, and we'll see you all in the next one. Take care. God bless. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.